First of all, I'd like to cordially invite you and thank everybody for coming out for such a fantastic event for North Central student athletes this morning. Today is the National Signing Day, which basically means around the United States of America, there is several hundreds of thousands of student athletes around the United States signing a national letter of intent, which means they are choosing today to continue, number one, their education, and number two, they are continuing their success on either a football field or a basketball court or a soccer field or a track or in cross country or all the types of sports that are out there basically right now. And on behalf of North Central and all the staff here, we are very excited and honored this morning, basically to honor 5 students that we have here at North Central. And if those 5 student athletes would come on up here now and just take a seat in their respected areas. 4 are here so far, but there's one more that's on their way. Okay, and at this time I would like to introduce our head football coach, Mr. Brian Gardner. That's going to have a few words of wisdom to say about his 3 athletes sitting at the table today.
This is a proud parent moment for me right now. I spent a lot of time with these boys over the years, and I very much enjoyed being their coach. Today's an exciting time for North Central High School and the football program. It's an honor to speak about Marcus Sagan, Jimmy Weigel, and Quinn Zerba. Marcus will be playing linebacker at Eastern Washington University, Jimmy a wide receiver at Montana Tech, and Quinn a defensive back for Montana Tech. Marcus was an honorable mention linebacker in 2012 and a second-team linebacker selection this fall. Jimmy was selected as second-team wide receiver in 2012 and 13. Quinn was an honorable mention wide receiver in 2011, first-team defensive back, and first-team punter this fall. All well-deserving accolades. These 3 young men exemplify what every coach looks for in a football player. They are outstanding leaders, coachable, have an amazing work ethic, were dedicated in the off-season, have a no-quit attitude, and played the game with integrity. They also are 3 sport athletes. They literally playing sports for North Central all year long. They have made many sacrifices with their summers and weekends to get where they are now, all the while keeping their grades up. You boys have earned this. We can't wait to watch you at the next level. Go represent North Central to the best of your ability. Roll Tribe. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Gardner. I appreciate your kind words. Next up to sign a national letter of intent today is going to be a young lady that's going to be attending a very nice place called University of Great Falls. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Dugan.
I had the privilege of coaching Corey for the last 3 years. She is the epitome of what we expect in a student athlete. Corey is an outstanding student. She is somebody who works hard inside, outside the classroom. And on our soccer team, what was great about Corey is that, especially early in her career, she would have injuries and some other issues that would keep her from playing, but she was always there with the team. In the off-season, she'd work hard to get back just so she could play soccer. And when she was on the field, she was one of our smartest players. One of the players who always knew where to be, one of the players that, when she got her opportunities, went out there and took care of business for us. So we're really excited and extremely proud of Corey Kinney, and the University of Great Falls is going to be a lucky school to have her. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Glenn. Our next special athlete here sitting to my left, I know he was out running this morning, so obviously he ran right in here. He is our national champ cross-country runner from North Central. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Coach John Knight.
I have the distinct honor and pleasure of introducing Kai Wilmot. He is the personification of how hard work pays off. If you are willing to work hard and put in the hours, great things can happen. And as Coach Neri just mentioned, this fall in Portland on December 7th, Kai ran away from the nation, won the national meet by 9 seconds. Truly impressive and just dominating performance. Sorry Tanner, that's the way it goes. Kai was literally courted by Division I schools from all over the country. Ivy League, Yale was all over him. No, sorry. And a lot of other places. And he chose Wisconsin because not only do they have an awesome environmental science program, shout out to Mr. Boyer there, who was a Badger, but they also have a very distinguished coach, and he has great goals beyond the high school level. So we'll look forward to watching him on FloTrack and on the internet over the next 2 years and see how he does. And maybe most exciting is at Wisconsin, their mascot is the Badger, I believe, which looks a little bit like a kind of a marmot on steroids. So since marmot is our unofficial mascot, it's fitting. So I'll turn this back over to Mr. Neri.
Thank you, Coach Knight. Once again, I would like to congratulate and thank everyone for attending today. This is quite an honor. As you see these 5 athletes up here sitting before us, another thing that it demonstrates at North Central High School that anything and everything is possible. You know, sometimes we always talk about the situation where we don't have as many items or objects or buildings or storage areas or situations that other schools do not have. And honestly, I do not believe that. That really doesn't matter. What matters is North Central High School has some of the most dedicated coaches, staff, athletes, students, academics of any school in America. And up here today, on February 5th, we can demonstrate to the city of Spokane and our surrounding areas what we can do at North Central High School. We are extremely proud of these individuals, and we know they will continue to have a solid, prosperous, exciting future because of what they have built and what they have demonstrated here at North Central and what they have received from the North Central staff and the support of their families, their parents, their grandparents, and we could not be any prouder of all these ladies and gentlemen in front of us. For those of you that are interested, especially family members, when we're done here, we're going to go into room 103C, which is a classroom behind the main office, and we're going to continue our celebration with cake and coffee, and we had some orange juice and apple juice, and once again, we are so proud of today, and thank you for coming very much. But last but least, let's sign our documents. All right, with this being said, I think we can close this up. If we give these individuals one more round of applause, we really appreciate it today. Thank you.